Hello, welcome to my third video on the beginner's guide to the Star Citizen Galaxy. We've just had a pop down to Daymar, so we've been doing quantum jumping and things like that. And now I'm going to talk about Arena Commander. So Arena Commander is where you need to learn to fly. It's just, well, you saw that we landed on Daymar, we logged out. When we went back in, it wasn't there, so I had to retrieve it. This is a completely different animal. This is a video game, as we had in Wing Commander. So it's not real. You click on it. And you got private games, single player, multiplayer. Multiplayer is the most excellent place to learn how to fly. You've got to start with single player. Here you've got leaderboards, very exciting. Yeah, so you can pick out whatever version of Arena Commander we're talking about. And how fast people have completed the game, that's quite good. Find my rank, God knows where I am. Probably not even on the board, there you go. Anyway, single player. Under single player you can choose what mode. There's racing, there's a racing game in this game. And it's fun. I suggest you play it solo for a long time and then start playing with people and lose. Vandal Swarm against the bad guys, but they're AI. Pirate Swarm against AI who are smarter in better ships than Vandal Swarm, but these are really better multiplayer. But we'll have a look at Vandal Swarm later on in single player. And there's free flight. Free flight is where I want us to go first. In free flight, you've got Broken Moon or Dying Star. I actually love Dying Star, but I'm going to go Broken Moon because that's probably the first one you're going to be in. Change ship. Well, you guys probably only got the one ship. I'm going to pick the MR. Yeah. Select ship. And launch the game. Excellent. So for press F4 you can see where you are. You're above a planet. That's cloud you can see. And below it, this sort of beam thing is a terraforming thing, I believe. Or mining, but I believe it's terraform. Although it looks more like the mining drill from Star Trek with Romulan Miner. But you can't get down there unless it's bugged. But this is one of them, and give you some idea of scale. You can just squeeze through. Yeah. Here are landing pads. There are landing pads all over the place. Well, there's 8 sets of landing pads. Move towards one. Drop your undercarriage. Tapping in. And you might be offered a landing spike. Landing pad number 4. Now there comes the spike. So hold in, maneuvering me, which is great. And what you can do is you can turn your power off, and you can get out your chair. Get on the landing pad. And sometimes that's as good if you really want to have a look at your ship in space. This is quite a nicely lit thing because all the lights around it. It's quite a nice place to see your latest ship or whatever you've done. It's also a good place if you look for a place without a railing to practice that noise. You hear that? I am now free floating. Practice your coming back to land on your feet. There you go. That's pretty cool, and you can have fun. This isn't your ship, this is your ship in a computer game, so I can get my gun out and I can aim at something. And you can see it damaging it. Now, it's a limited area, and I would suggest that you learn to fly here. Just the basics of control and how to avoid asteroids. So, play around with your flight controls in this area. That noise, by the way, is the terraformer behind me. So what you'll find is if you take off and you go forwards, yeah, get the landing gear up. Don't. Oh yeah, feel free. Crash into an asteroid if you want, but what you'll eventually find is you'll see this sort of holodeck grid appear. There it is. And if you go through it, you will be killed and you'll have to spawn again. Yeah? But what I suggest you do is when you're going forward is if you see it, you swing around and face literally the opposite direction and hold down the shift key and forward and boost off in the other direction. You can try braking, slowing down, but the fastest thing is your main engine on your ship. And your main engine on your ship, turn it and face the opposite way will slow you down faster than anything else. So, you know, it's quite a... Out of all the ships, engines and thrusters, it's going to be the strongest one, obviously, yeah? This is Broken Moon, so that's the moon in the distance. You can't get to it. If you look at the ship on the left, on my head-up display, you see there's a kind of grid pattern to it. Just remind you where you are. You are inside the simulation. I'm going forward now. Oh, now I'm going to go through. I'm going through. There we go. That's not respawn allowed in 8 seconds. This is more useful when you've got multiplayer going on. And then you just simply press X, or you can cycle between different views looking at different people. Not that there's any different people here. Press X, it respawns, and you're back in. Nice, safe place. You can do it forever and ever. By the way, if you fly through one of these, I don't think I'm going to make it, but I'll give it a go. Usually instant death. Yeah, there you go. Nice shot of how your lovely Aurora explodes, yeah? So, I'm going to press escape and exit to menu. So yeah. Different if you play the game properly. I'm not demonstrating it. So, if we go to Vandal Swarm in single player mode, I'll pull out Dying Star so you can see the other one. And just launch the game. Game starts in a few seconds. Yeah. Right. So now I'm up against AI enemy, but I have two people who to help me, and they are called Warlord and Vixen, and they're okay. So if I press U, there's Warlord and there's Vixen. I suggest you hang around them. If they die, they will spawn every third wave of bad guys. They will come in. Press T for the nearest target and just have a go at killing things. It does know you're in an Aurora. There's a scavenger that doesn't have any missiles, even though it's looking on me. I launched a missile. Hold down the middle mouse button, you know, the wheel. I love that. That's a blade or scythe, should I say? Handle scythe. And you can press M as Warlord shooting at him. You have to be within, say, 800 meters really to be able to shoot. There's your weapon. Oh, I hit him. I actually hit him. I hate playing with a mouse and keyboard. I'm sorry. There's nothing wrong with playing with a mouse and keyboard. If you look at the leaderboards, a lot of people are using a mouse and keyboard. Remember, shift will boost me up closer. Oh man, I need to practice. Whee! Nice one. And as I went through, I got some fuel replenished. The Scabby only really has fuel and ballistic weapon refills. You'll see the different colours. I'll try and spot one. So, I'm on wave 2. So obviously the all 3 bad guys in that wave have gone. So press T. Quite a long way away. You see he's near the asteroid area, so you can go in there and he can die. He can die by hitting asteroids like you can. My front shield is being hammered. Whee! I'm not in a good way, which is okay. Don't expect to get all the way through this first time. I've only seen that happen a couple of times. That's by remarkably good. I'm pressing T again. There's somebody a lot closer who's obviously the one shooting me. There he is. The waste of good missile. I launched 2 missiles. You see I've got red on my left hand side. Damage state. Like the Vandal, they have literally knives on the front of their ship so that they can harpoon you essentially. You can press M to match speed, but I don't want to now. I'll catch up with him. Hmm. Try not to waste your bullets. I think these are lasers on the front of this thing, maybe. Where you don't run out of lasers. Essentially, lasers are good for taking down their shields. Wow, I am so not a mouse and keyboard man. I've lost my left wing. I will try to clearly demonstrate by showing outside. There you go. Well, I got a bit floating next to me, but that's just magnetism. Yeah. Anyway, so, you know, get to learn how to fly. I should come back in here. And, you know, have fun. There's my wonderful haircut. Yeah. There's people hitting the outer wall. If there's anywhere to hide on this one. On later levels, sometimes it's best just to find somewhere to park up inside an asteroid. Yes, like you do in Star Wars. The lights on. Ooh. There's a hole. Yeah. Kind of rock shielded. Anyway, that's just for later levels, not this kind of thing. And try to drive carefully when you're coming out. It's a very forgiving ship. Why couldn't I lock and fire missiles? It's important to know how to dogfight, even if you're not any good at it. Now the disadvantage of playing this with your friends... My god, you know, how long have I been in this game and not had a kill? Is they will come in with more advanced ships and they will spawn harder people, especially when you're doing your mission. Oh well, whatever. Anyway, exit to menu or quit the game, whatever you want. I'm coming out of this because I'm going to eat something because I'm starving. I hope you've had a good one, and I will continue with another video soon. I'm going to publish these first. Okay, so this is Citizen Chris signing off. I hope you're finding this information useful.